Hi and welcome everyone, thank you for watching. Alright, today I'm talking about Word 2016 and I'm going to talk about what happens when you type your text and what features you have to make sure that you don't type incorrectly, right? You don't want to have bad grammar when you type and you don't want to spell words wrong. So I'm going to go over a few of the features that Microsoft Word has so that you can use these features when you are typing and when you're typing out your essays or your Word documents or whatever it happens to be. So let's get started. So I'm going to look at a Word document right here and I see that I have this paragraph written out. So let's say I'm talking about these plants down here, and so I see as I look through this, I see this red wavy line underneath the word compositable. Alright, whenever you see that red wavy line, that usually means you either have a duplicate word or the word is spelled incorrectly. So we see compositable right here, but let's say we don't know how to spell compositable. Well, all you have to do is right click on the word compositable, and then we see the closest word or a list of words that Microsoft Word might think that that word is. So we see that right there. That's the correct way to spell it. Now, there's a few different other options here that I want you to be aware of. Let's say you spell out a name and the name is, it's something that Microsoft Word doesn't realize as it's a word, right? A confusing last name, something like that, something difficult to spell. What you're going to click on is either ignore all, which means it'll ignore all instances of that name, or right here, which is add to dictionary. So you could actually add a word to the dictionary. So Microsoft Word isn't going to recognize every single little thing, maybe not acronyms or specific company names, things like that, as words. You could always just add them to the dictionary. All right, so those are the top three right there. I'll go over these three in a separate video, but right here I see compositable is right there, so I click that and it changes the word and updates it automatically. So that's pretty good. Now as we move along down here, we could also see a blue wavy line. Now the blue wavy lines are related to grammar, so that means I have a grammatical error. So right here it says though stock varies according to season. Now it says according to is incorrect. So the same way that I fixed my word the first time with spelling it, or with the spelling error, I'm going to do the same thing here, which is right clicking on the words. And so it says per right here. So now it's going to say if I click on per, though stock varies per season. So it'll give you grammatical errors as well. So there we go. So that's how we change grammatical errors. Now sometimes it won't know how to fix it and you'll have to go back and look at the sentence itself. But Word is pretty good about fixing and adjusting your grammatical errors. Now let's talk about typing itself and what I do when I type and how Word reacts when it types. So make sure whenever you're typing, obviously you have your hand on the home row and you type it out. Now let's say I'm talking about these plants down here and I want to talk about the basil plant and cilantro as well. So let's say I start to type out the word basil, okay? And I just want you to take a look closely at how this text is reacting. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So I'd start to type in basil, and let's say I spell it wrong. I spell it like that. Okay, if I hit space, notice what happened. It automatically capitalized the B because it's at the beginning of the sentence. That's called autocorrect. The red wavy line appeared under the word, and so if I right click on the word, I can see down here I have a bunch of different options. But let's say I don't have the option that I want, right? And so I have to go back in here, and let's just say I go right there, basil. And let's say I type in and, but I type and wrong, ADN, okay? And so as I hit space, it'll actually change it to and. So it has same autocorrect features as your phones, or similar to that sense, right? We all know autocorrect with the iPhone or with your Android device. It does the same sort of thing with Word, only with not as many words, right? So we have basil, and let's say I spell cilantro, and I spell it with 2 O's, and then I hit spacebar, you'll notice that it'll autocorrect to 1 O. So there we go. We now have seen the features of autocorrect as well as the red wavy line, which is misspelled words, and the blue wavy line, which is grammatical errors, and we've learned how to fix those errors. So hopefully this video helps you out when you're typing. So if you have any questions or anything else about grammar or spelling in Microsoft Word, please let me know, and please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and if you have a video request, put it in the comment section. Thank you so much.